Now, I know you guys have already seen this story, and man, oh man, is it something. A whole bunch of top MAGA influencer accounts on X.
February 2025. The FBI raids a server farm in Virginia. What they find changes everything. 2.7 million bot accounts, all running on X, formerly Twitter, all trace back to shell companies with direct financial ties to Elon Musk's holding corporations. But here's the truly insane part. These weren't random bots spamming crypto scams. These were sophisticated AI-powered accounts designed to amplify Elon's tweets, attack his critics, and artificially inflate engagement metrics to deceive advertisers. The FBI estimates these bot networks generated $340 million in fraudulent advertising revenue. That's wire fraud, securities fraud, and potentially RICO charges. Elon's response? Delete 14,000 tweets in 48 hours. Fire 3 X executives. Claim he knew nothing. But the evidence says otherwise. And when you see what investigators found, you realize this isn't just a scandal. This is the collapse of X's entire business model. When the investigation started, October 2024, Dr. Sarah Chen is a computational social scientist at Stanford. She studies online manipulation, bot networks, coordinated inauthentic behavior. She's been tracking X since Elon bought it, and she notices something strange. Elon's engagement numbers don't make sense. A tweet he posts gets 40 million views in 20 minutes. That's faster than any organic content spreads. Even major news events don't hit 40 million that quickly. She starts analyzing the accounts engaging with Elon's content, liking, retweeting, replying. She uses standard bot detection methods, account creation dates, tweet frequency, engagement patterns, linguistic analysis. What she finds is shocking. Approximately 67% of the accounts engaging with Elon's tweets in the first hour are likely bots. Not possible bots, likely bots, high confidence scores. These aren't random spam accounts. These are sophisticated bots designed to look human. She publishes her findings in a peer-reviewed paper, Coordinated Inauthentic Behavior on X, a case study of artificial engagement amplification. The paper goes viral, gets picked up by the New York Times, Washington Post, The Guardian. Elon tweets, "It's total bullshit from a jealous academic." But other researchers start replicating her work. University of Washington finds similar patterns. MIT's Media Lab confirms the bot behavior. Oxford's Internet Institute publishes a report showing 2.3 million bot accounts systematically amplifying Elon Musk content. Then the FBI gets involved. Not because of the bots, because of the money. X's advertising revenue for Q3 2024 was reported at $1.2 billion, but advertisers were starting to ask questions. Their ads were getting millions of impressions, but conversion rates were terrible. Click-through rates were 80% below industry averages. Something was wrong. The impressions were fake. Advertisers were paying for bot views. That's fraud. The raid that exposed everything. February 3rd, 2025. FBI raids a data center in Ashburn, Virginia. The facility is owned by a company called Dataflow Systems, LLC, registered in Delaware. No public website, no employee listings, just a shell company. But Dataflow has one client, a company called Engagement Solutions Corp., also a shell company, registered in Nevada. And Engagement Solutions has one client, X Corp. The FBI seizes 47 servers, takes 3 days to image all the data. What they find is a fully operational bot farm running 2.7 million fake X accounts. These aren't simple bots. This is military-grade social media manipulation infrastructure. Each bot has a complete profile, AI-generated profile pictures, biographies, years of tweet history backfilled to make them look real. Some accounts have been operational since 2016. They weren't created to spam. They were created to manipulate. The bots operate on a sophisticated schedule. When Elon posts a tweet, within 30 seconds, the bot network activates. Thousands of accounts start engaging, liking, retweeting, posting supportive comments. The goal is to push Elon's content into trending algorithms immediately, create artificial momentum, get real users to see the tweet. Once organic engagement starts, The bots reduce activity. They're designed to seed viral growth, not sustain it. That way, they're harder to detect. But the FBI finds more. Financial records showing data flow systems receive $47 million in 2024. From Engagement Solutions, Corp Dodwant and Engagement Solutions received $52 million from a company called X Media Holdings. X Media Holdings is owned by the Elon Musk Revocable Trust. It's Elon's money flowing through shell companies, paying for bot farms to inflate his own engagement. Agent Michael Torres led the investigation. He told me this was one of the most sophisticated social media fraud operations he's seen. It wasn't some kid in Eastern Europe running spam bots. This was a well-funded operation with lawyers, accountants, and technical infrastructure. Someone spent serious money building this, and the financial trail led directly back to Elon. The advertising fraud that crossed the line. But the bot farms weren't just inflating Elon's ego. They were inflating X's advertising revenue, and that's where it became federal crimes. Here's how the scheme worked. X sells ads based on impressions. An advertiser pays for their ad to be shown to X users. X charges based on the number of views. Standard model. But if 40% of X's daily active users are bots, then 40% of ad impressions are fraudulent. Advertisers are paying for bots to see ads. Bots don't buy products. That's fraud. The FBI's analysis showed X's bot problem was even worse than external researchers estimated. Of X's claimed 368 million daily active users in Q4 2024, approximately 147 million were bots. That's 40%. 4 in 10 users weren't real. They were bot accounts making X's engagement numbers look healthier than reality, and X's ad sales team knew. Internal emails seized by the FBI show X executives discussing engagement optimization accounts. That's what they called the bots internally, not bots. Optimization accounts. One email from August 2024 shows X's head of advertising explaining to team members that these accounts were strategic tools to enhance platform metrics for advertiser confidence. Translation: we're using bots to fool advertisers into thinking the platform is more active than it is. Coca-Cola paid X $18 million for Q4 2024 advertising, based on X's representation that ads would reach 50 million unique users. FBI analysis shows only 28 million unique humans actually saw Coca-Cola's ads. The other 22 million impressions were bots. Coca-Cola paid for 50 million impressions, got 28 million real impressions. That's a $12.8 million fraud. And Coca-Cola is one of hundreds of advertisers who got defrauded. Jennifer Martinez is the CMO of a mid-sized e-commerce company in Seattle. They spent $400,000 on X advertising in 2024. Their sales data showed minimal ROI. She hired a forensic digital marketing firm to analyze their campaign. The firm found that 63% of their ad impressions were delivered to bot accounts. Her company paid $400,000. Only $148,000 worth reached real humans. They lost $252,000 to fraud. She's suing X, so are 47 other companies who discovered similar fraud. The manipulation campaign targeting critics. But the bot networks weren't just inflating engagement, they were attacking people. Anyone who criticized Elon faced immediate coordinated harassment from thousands of bot accounts. Journalists, researchers, competitors, activists. The pattern was always the same. Someone tweets criticism of Elon or Tesla or X. Within minutes, dozens of accounts reply, calling them liars, posting their personal information, making threats. The accounts look like real people. Profile pictures, tweet histories, but they're bots, all controlled by the same network, all activated the same way. Dr. Sarah Chen, the Stanford researcher who first exposed the bot networks, she faced a harassment campaign that lasted 3 months. After her paper published in October 2024, her Twitter mentions exploded. Hundreds of accounts calling her a fraud, saying she was paid by competitors, posting her office address, her personal phone number, her children's school. She had to take her kids out of school for 2 weeks. filed a police report, got a restraining order against X Corp. The harassment continued until she deleted her X account entirely. The FBI found evidence that these harassment campaigns were intentional. Internal messages from ex-employees discussing engagement defense protocols. When someone with a large following criticizes Elon, activate bot networks to correct the narrative. That's the language they used. Correct the narrative. What it actually meant was drown critics in harassment until they shut up. Mark Reynolds is a journalist at Bloomberg. He wrote a series of articles in 2024 about Tesla's declining market share. Tough but fair journalism. After the third article, published in September 2024, he faced a bot swarm. His replies flooded with accounts claiming he was shorting Tesla stock, accusing him of bias, posting fabricated screenshots of him saying things he never said. It lasted 6 weeks. He reported it to X's moderation team. They did nothing, because the bots were X's bots. They were part of the system. The securities. Fraud angle that changes everything. Now here's where this goes from social media scandal to potential federal prison time. X is a private company now, but Tesla is public, and Elon used X's bot networks to manipulate Tesla's stock price. That's securities fraud, and the SEC is very interested. The FBI shared their findings with the Securities and Exchange Commission. The SEC started their own investigation. What they found? Elon's bot networks were systematically used to manipulate public perception of Tesla. When negative news about Tesla hit, the bots would flood X with positive Tesla content, drown out the negative stories, push pro-Tesla hashtags to trending, make it look like public sentiment was overwhelmingly positive. This artificially supported Tesla's stock price. Example, December 2024. Reports surface about Tesla's declining sales in China, down 18% year over year. That's bad news. Should hurt the stock. But within hours of the reports publishing, X's trending topics are full of positive Tesla stories. Tesla delivers record quarter in Europe. New Tesla factory opening in Mexico. Elon announces breakthrough in battery technology. None of these stories were from major news outlets. They were from small blogs and fake news sites, amplified by bot networks to trend on X. The goal was to bury the China sales story. It worked. Tesla's stock barely moved. The SEC reviewed 47 instances in 2024 where negative Tesla news was systematically buried by coordinated bot activity. In each case, the bot activity started within 90 minutes of negative news breaking. In each case, the bot accounts pushed positive Tesla content to counter the narrative. And in each case, Tesla's stock avoided the drop analysts expected. The SEC estimates this artificial price support saved Tesla approximately $180 billion in market cap throughout 2024. That's market manipulation, using false information to artificially influence a stock price. It's one of the most serious securities violations. Penalties include massive fines and potential criminal charges. And unlike most securities fraud cases, the evidence is clear. The FBI has the bot server logs, timestamps showing when bots activated, proof of coordination, direct financial links to Elon. This isn't circumstantial, this is documented fraud. The Elon meltdown that proved guilt. Elon's response to the FBI raid was pure panic. February 4th, 2025, day after the raid, he started deleting tweets. Not a few, thousands. By the time Twitter archivists noticed and started documenting, he'd already deleted over 8,000 tweets. Over the next 48 hours, he deleted 14,237 tweets total. These weren't old tweets, these were recent ones, from 2024 and early 2025. Tweets denying bot problems. Tweets attacking researchers who said X had bot issues. Tweets claiming X's user numbers were real. Deleting tweets doesn't help. They're archived. But the act of mass deletion showed consciousness of guilt. Someone innocent doesn't delete 14,000 tweets after the FBI seizes evidence. Someone who knows they're caught does. Then he fired 3 ex-executives, February 5th, the head of trust and safety, the head of advertising operations, the head of platform integrity. 3 people who would have direct knowledge of the bot operations. Gone. Elon claimed it was routine restructuring. Nobody believed him. And it's only just beginning. Subscribe if you want to see what happens when the DOJ makes their decision, because that's coming soon. And when it does, the tech world will never be the same. Elon Musk might have just committed the crime that finally brings down his empire, all because he couldn't stand the thought of people not liking his tweets. That's the tragedy. That's the absurdity, and that's the truth.